Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel. This is a response video, or more so my version, an echo to Mark Goldbridge's video that is titled Football is Finished. It was uploaded at the time of me recording this about 17 hours ago. It's got nearly 250,000 views, and I strongly recommend you guys checking the video out once you've watched this one. Within that video, Mark Goldbridge is talking about the officiating standards in the Premier League, and within that also, why is it that within football journalism, football punditry, in the wider media, why is there not deep research being done into why certain referees continue to referee games where there is so many examples of advantages being given to certain teams? And then from my side as a Chelsea fan, I want to talk about Michael Oliver's decision-making and officiating of the FA Cup semi-final, and I also want to use the Anthony Taylor examples from the past. But within that video, Mark Goldbridge kind of inspired me to make this one because he's talking about how, as football fans and people that are passionate about this sport, we need to speak up more. We don't get it in the mainstream media. When you're watching the post-match analysis or even pre-match analysis, the outright corruption that is before our very eyes week after week after week isn't discussed enough. So whoever it is who's watching this video, the PGMOL or just any of the referees, if you stumble across this, yes, I'm talking to you. Because as a football fan, it has become beyond frustrating that not only is the fun and the passion around celebrating a goal been destroyed in a way by the video assistant referee because we have to just like keep looking over to see if it's going to be okay. That's one thing, but I think the actual reasoning behind it, to be able to narrow down these rules and be able to home in on what the official rules of football actually are, the video assistant referee should be supplementing this and actually making it better. Instead of that, we are getting human error after human error that is looking at technology, yet still human error prevails. And this, to me, as the money in football gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it feels as though like these old school connections and loves that we have for this sport, the more money that seems to be in it, the more that feeling inside seems to be distant from us. However, as a result of this, when you're introducing technology to be able to aid the decision-making in football, it absolutely has to have an effect where you don't get the decision wrong. If the referee can't see something, it's all right. You're not going to catch everything, and there is often ambiguity when it comes to decisions. Did he touch the ball there? Did he get too much of the ankle? Was it too high on the leg? And then you go to the video assistant referee and you've got 3 or 4, 5 blokes or women, whoever, in a little truck somewhere around the corner from the stadium. And yet still, all of those people are making the same human errors that referees can make. But the whole purpose of introducing this, it's like an independent adjudicator. Do you know what I mean? It's someone who is there to kind of make the decision, a binding decision to make sure it's right by the laws and the rules of the game. And I think that is a sacrifice that is fair. As fans, if we're going to get that like immediate celebratory passion of a goal taken away, then I'm absolutely, as a football fan, willing to accept that if we're then going to go and get the decisions right when it comes to those in the little cupboard cabinet somewhere truck who are then going to help the referee to be like, actually, you know what? We got it wrong, you got it wrong, and we can see it, so therefore that's the right decision. All of this hopefully will improve next season when the automated offsides come into the Premier League. We'll see how that one goes. They'll probably still find a way to screw it up. The issue is, and again, to echo what Mark Goldbridge is saying within his video, it's just happening on too frequent of an occasion that the whole thing is actually ruining football. The fact that you cannot celebrate because you're like, you know that there's got to be additional checks to happen is one thing. And like I said, if they were to get the decisions right more often than not, then it's okay. Because that is actually what we're trying to maintain here. We're trying to maintain an understanding mutually, players, officials, fans, staff members in clubs. Like, we're all trying to understand what the rules are. We're all trying to abide by the rules, and we're all trying to make sure that each decision is made correctly. Because there's too much money involved now with these decisions going in favour of some teams and not in others. And the truth of the matter is here, which is why this has become such a talking point, there isn't just one team that are getting all of the decisions and none of the ambiguous ones that are incorrect are going against them. But more often than not, certain individuals seem to be creating the same stories that benefit certain teams over and over again. There is also a massive point that was made by Mark Goldbridge discussing how when it goes to VAR, the referees on the field are kind of like pleading their opinions to the point where the actual purpose of going to VAR gets skewed. When Michael Oliver is saying, no, there was no contact on the ball. The example that was given was the Doku against Liverpool, the penalty that wasn't given as a penalty decision. When this decision was given, and Michael Oliver, it goes to the VAR, Michael Oliver is saying, no, over the recording. So the people in the video assistant refereeing room are listening to what Michael Oliver is saying and protecting his decision on the field, which defies the entire purpose of what the video assistant referee is supposed to do. It's supposed to take out what can possibly happen, human error, with your eyes of the referee on the field, and make sure that the actual decision that is given is within line with the rules of the game. And this isn't happening. This isn't happening too often. And as a Chelsea fan who witnessed Chelsea lose a semi-final of the FA Cup, Michael Oliver's decision, I'm not going to go over all the examples because I'd love you guys to watch Goldbridge's video linked in the description. But it's not the first time this season that Michael Oliver, for whatever reason, has made an atrocious call in the benefit of Manchester City. Now, the penalty that wasn't given as a penalty, the ball clearly hits Jack Grealish's hand, and everybody has got a perfectly good view of the ball hitting Jack Grealish's hand. Yet still, despite that, no one in the video assistant refereeing cupboard, I need to figure out which one it is and just stick with one, truck. Nobody in that truck is being like, hang on a minute, mate. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what seat you were in Wembley. It doesn't matter what definition, 360p, 144p, 1080p, 4K. It doesn't matter what you're watching on at home. That ball hits Jack Grealish's hand, and even if you're a Man City fan, you're saying, bloody hell, it's a penalty, isn't it? It's not Grealish's fault. It's not Man City's fault that they're getting these decisions in their favour. It is once again the referees. And then the lack of actual, the point of it, at this point is invalid. Because the video assistant referees, they're only supporting their own. They're only backing the referees who keep on making the same dross decisions over and over again. Because they understand that it is the whole body of referees. It's the whole body of officials here in this country that is up for scrutiny. Everybody is talking about the standards of refereeing, and the PGMOL and all of the referees that are working in the flipping truck, on the field, on the sidelines, they're all out protecting each other. And at this point in time, there are countless times this season where we're all sitting there during the moment when the game's going on and we're saying, VAR is a disgrace. What an awful decision. What are they even doing? But as Goldbridge said again, I feel like I've been saying that a lot in this video, but it did inspire me to make this video as an additional piece of content on GBFC because I think the conversation needs to continue. We all need to be loud about this so that hopefully something can change. The integrity that is being lost in the sport right now due to this weird little protection association that's going on within the referee and officiating field is a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace that over and over again, all of these technological footballing advances, the flipping truck outside, over and over again, it's wrong, it's incorrect, and too often there are examples where certain referees favour certain clubs and then the people in the truck are too scared to speak up to actually tell them that the decision was wrong and it needs to be changed, all in the name of protecting the job that they're doing on the field. But the problem is we can all flip and see it. You've got TikTok, you've got Twitter, you've got Instagram, you've got YouTube, you've got highlight videos that are uploaded before the game is even done. Before the pundits on the mainstream media had the chance to speak, there are YouTube videos already out. So we can already see that this is all just being repetitively wrong. And it's about time something happened. It's about time the PGMOL held themselves accountable and came out and be like, look, we understand that there have been too many errors that are being made, and change it. And until there's enough people speaking up, like Goldbridge did, like I've done on this video today, I don't think anything's going to change, because football is becoming too money-centric, and the voice and the opinions and the feelings of the fans aren't being heard. And that disparity between the beautiful game that we love and the voice that we have within that is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. Football is about the fans. Football is about collectively bringing people together, communities. That's what it's always been from the beginning of time, when pigs' bladders were being kicked around fields of mud. And a lot of that integrity and a lot of that beauty has been stripped from this sport. And it hurts me also. And yeah, I watched that video and wanted to get this one out for you guys today. Anthony Taylor, another example. How many times, Chelsea fans, when you see that Anthony Taylor is refereeing, the funny thing is we sit there before the game and we're like, there's going to be drama. There's going to be chaos. There's going to be clear decisions that we, as the fans, can look at, and it will go against us. And every single time, it happens that way. And I don't want to just like go in on Anthony Taylor or go in too much on Michael Oliver, because it's not really the point. The point is that these points just keep on recurring over and over and over again, and nothing is improving. So it's up to us to speak out on it. Share this video. Go and watch Goldbridge's video. Share that video, because football is finished if we are going to keep allowing things like this to happen. There isn't a mutual understanding. The rules aren't the rules anymore. It's about protect this guy, protect that guy, make the wrong decision. Oh dear, everyone's going to be talking about the refs again. No, protect him. It's bollocks. Absolute bollocks. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below about this. Where do you think football is at right now, particularly in England? Obviously, I can't say this country because I'm in a different country, but like English football is what I consume the most of. So let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll speak to you guys in a bit.